Okay, well, one thing I've been talking about recently is identity and nationalism and, like grand historical narratives. I've been talking a little bit about Jewish identity in the Bible, but, and I'll, talk more about that. But really, what is most concerning to me is nationalism. So I am a complete nihilist, not about the meaning of life or something, but when it comes to national identity, nationalism, I'm completely against it. Identity good, nationalism bad. So if you want to call me a white person, that's fine. White identity, I'm fine with that. I'm just not a white nationalist, for example. So if you're an American like me, if you're interested in the topic of white nationalism, this is by far the best book that I've ever seen. And I can't boast that I'm really widely read on the topic, but it's called Race and Manifest Destiny. Subtitle is The Origins of American Racial Anglo-Saxonism, which is funny because I'm pretty sure my grandfather, great grandfather would have called themselves like Anglo Saxons or something. So that, that's like a ethnic identity that I once would have had, just like Aryan or, Caucasian, all these bullshit labels that white people have tried to invent for themselves that just never, never succeed, never get off the ground. And of course, white is so pathetic. It's just like this like absence of color or whatever. But I'm not going to wax philosophical yet. I just want to suggest and explain, that this idea of like, so in the 19th century, we had this enormous crisis, right? The Civil War, the war between the states. And a lot of that had to do with this idea that America, what was really about was the white race becoming triumphant over the natives and the blacks and all the rest of it. And we still live with that legacy. Um, but in the 21st century, there are other problems of identity and nationalism, and in particular, uh, especially in the year 2025, we talk a lot about Zionism, which is really Jewish nationalism. So there are many components to the ideology of Zionism, but one of them is the idea of the Jewish nation or the nation of Israel. This idea of a people that goes back 4,000 years and they live in New York and they live in London and they live in Israel and they transcend time and space and they, etc. I don't have time to get in all of it. But anyways, I'm in favor of Jewish identity and its complexities, and it's interesting, and I'm all about identity. I'm just not a nationalist. So if you're a Jewish nationalist, sorry, I don't agree with your definition of your identity, but that's okay.